WQEE 99.1. I'm Donna.
And I am Bruce.
And this is Lyrical Wisdom.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning.
What a beautiful day.
Incredibly beautiful day.
But not physically, because
No.
I'm looking behind you, and it's really dark and gray and cloudy. It's supposed to rain today.
And yeah.
Why do I feel so
Giddy and happy and joyful, and because it's a beautiful day.
It is, and I'm going to say it's also this beautiful vibration that I walked into this morning. I got lucky enough to have a little Bruce mention on the last show that you guys were, if you were listening. So yeah, I'm really happy that I got a little shout out there, because you guys were really raising the frequency in here, and it was beautiful. And so that's what I'm thinking. You're riding a wave right now, and I love it. I'm going to join you. I'm very happy to be here. Yeah, it is a beautiful day out there, and I felt a few sprinkles this morning, and I thought, you know, we just need a little more rain. Mm-hmm. We just need a little more rain.
Yeah.
And, you know, then we're going to have a beautiful, you just mentioned.
It's going to wash it away.
The solstice is coming.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. It's the spring equinox.
The spring
Donna.
equinox.
It's the spring equinox.
Oh,
yes.
That's okay. Well, hey, perfect opportunity.
It's really cool the way it works. So yeah,
you
gotta work. You gotta look into that, because what happens is time is going backwards, or we are going backwards while time goes forward.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
what the equinox does. It's really the procession of the equinox.
I love it.
So yeah, it's really fascinating.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, we have a song today that is, I believe it's a request from Ryan.
Yes, our very own Ryan. We have a requested song. I love this. And remember, you all can send in a request for lyrics to
lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Or you can also send it to 99classicrock@gmail.com. 99classicrock@gmail.com. And that is WQEE 99.1 FM, the key, the home of classic rock.
Wow, Bruce, I love it when you say that. You have such a rich voice.
Thank you.
Very
you
beautiful.
Much. Well, thank you. I like to hear myself talk. But no, I really love doing this, and I'm really looking forward to this, because when Ryan asked to, when we talked about this, we were all talking about it, and it resonated between us. And then I needed to print out the lyrics so that we could discuss them this morning, and I brought that need to Allison, your daughter, Donna, mm-hmm. And she said, "Oh, I love Skid Row." And so then we started looking for the lyrics, and we both thought, we love this song. And so it just became this incredibly synchronous happening that makes me really happy to bring that to you guys out there.
So what's the song, Bruce?
This song is called "Wasted Time" by Skid Row. You and I, together in our lives, sacred ties would never fray. Then why can I let myself tell lies and watch you die every day? I think back to the times when dreams were what mattered, tough-talking youth, naivete. You said you'd never let me down, but the horse stampedes and rages. In the name of desperation, is it all just wasted time? Can you look at yourself when you think of what you left behind? Is it all just wasted time? Can you live with yourself when you think of what you've left behind? Paranoid delusions, they haunt you. Where's my friend I used to know? He's all alone. He's buried deep within. A carcass searching for a soul. Can you feel me inside your heart as it's bleeding? Why can't you believe you can be loved? You said you'd never let me down, but the horse stampedes and rages. In the name of desperation, Is it all just wasted time? Can you look at yourself when you think of what you left behind? Is it all just wasted time? Can you live with yourself when you think of what you've left behind? The sun will rise again. The earth will turn to sand. Creation's colors seem to fade to gray. And you will see the sickly hands of time will write your final rhyme and end our memory. Yeah. I never thought you'd let it get this far, boy. Oh, I never thought you'd let it get this far, boy. Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
There is so much in this song because, and oh my God, you're so right, Bruce. It seems like for me and for everyone I'm speaking with these days, the synchronicity of what is happening in our lives are so intertwined.
Absolutely.
Which to me just enforces or cements what I said on the last show about quantum entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
We are one. It is so crazy. But yeah, these lyrics, I don't really know this song. I came in very late in my life to music, and I think that's why I'm enjoying this so much, because I am coming from a very unbiased viewpoint.
Absolutely.
You know, whereas most people kind of have maybe wounding from their teenage years or wounding from their, 20s, whatever, with their music.
Yeah.
But I am growing up, I came from Church of Christ, and we did not have music in our church. No organ, no musical instrument.
Wow.
We sang with the songbook from our hearts, with our voice. That was it.
That's beautiful.
But we couldn't have any music. We couldn't play music because that belief structure was too, they thought it was from the devil. Anyway, it wasn't until my teenage years that I first really, I think I got my record player when I was in high school. And that was playing little 45s in my bedroom, and these are cool. These are cool. And I lived in Germany. So it was also different because I was not privy to what was going on in the United States in the early 70s. There was a lot of trauma then. But I was in Germany, safe and sound on an army base, growing up, but with Casey Kasem's Top 100.
I remember that very well.
And that's really all I did.
Yeah.
That's really, and then when I really could drive a car and do things, country music. That's who I was.
I think that's a beautiful story, Donna, because of the fact that you were allowed and enabled. The way I'm going to manifest this inside myself is to think you were allowed and enabled to be your voice.
Oh.
And you.
Thank you.
You could. I know that maybe some of our listeners, maybe anybody out there could possibly think, and this is, I think it's valid to think, of course, there might have been a constricting or less open idea to not having instruments in that moment of singing, but that allowed you to find your voice and to find the voice that you can love from your heart. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's the beautiful message there. Plus also, you were allowed to and enabled to find music and sounds that you loved. Mm-hmm. And that's funny because that really resonates with me, because this song was something that my brother introduced me to by giving me this album. And then I listened to it, and all I cared about was how beautiful I thought the music and the sound of the voice. The singer, his name is Sebastian Bach.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that sounds very almost
familiar.
Connected. Yeah, because we think of Johann Sebastian Bach from back in the days of classical music and Baroque music. And the music that Johann Sebastian Bach wrote is incredibly beautiful if classical music resonates with you. It does with me. But I also just loved the singer's voice, the sound of the guitars, the way this music sounded. I had actually not paid attention to the lyrics at all.
Wow.
Until today. This is one of the first times that I've listened to more than Can You Look at Yourself When You Think of What You Left Behind, and some of the other lyrics in here really stuck out to me before, but I never really paid attention to them.
Wow.
And so let's dig
you
deep
and
into
I
this.
together,
yeah, we're
in
both
our lives, sacred ties would never fray. That is so powerful to me.
incredibly powerful.
Because most of the time when you think of like any type of string or tying something together, the ends of strings always begin to fray.
They do.
Unless you A, tie a knot,
Right. Yeah.
or B, hold them together with something else.
Absolutely.
Like wax, or, your shoestrings have that little plastic thing on the end so they won't fray.
Absolutely.
There's
Yeah.
that makes such a powerful statement that binding, that tie would never fray.
Absolutely. That connection, like the chords.
Yes.
Like people's chords between each other. And it's also where they have space for a joke. The string that isn't served at the bar, and then it says, well, I'm not a string. The bartender says, what are you? I'm afraid not. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Bruce.
But the thing is yeah, but it's true, those sacred ties would never fray. They would never dissolve. They would never disintegrate. They are always going to be very, very strong.
Yeah.
Then why can I let myself tell lies and watch you die every day? And I think of that as the things that we get into the farther portion of these lyrics here. But let myself tell lies and watch you die every day. I feel like the singer or whoever wrote these lyrics, really the band, they're looking in the mirror.
Exactly. I was about to ask you, who is you and I? Because
yes.
we didn't define that to all of you guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, I jumped ahead.
But that's okay. You and I together in our lives. So our lives, he's saying that it's an individual life
Yes.
of you and I. So it's me and me. In
Yes.
other words, and you and you, and you and you. And
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
And no, absolutely. And then, watch you die every day telling lies. I think of it as like the things that, we tell ourselves and we have going on in our own minds, in our own kind of distraction. And that's the things that we feel like it chips kind of away at really kind of what you were talking about in the last show, in being able to, remember that we are this beautiful, amazing creation. And every day we wake up, we may feel like one morning amazing, and then we may feel like, we wake up like this morning and, it's gray outside and kind of sprinkly, and my back kind of hurts a little bit. And we kind of forget how to find the things that really and truly we can be grateful for.
Yeah. And what I also see in this line, Bruce, then why can I let myself tell lies and watch you die every day, is that putting on of the mask.
Yes.
How we begin to pretend, or we put a mask on,
Yes.
and we try to be something other than who we really are.
Absolutely.
And that is that telling of lies and letting who we really are die.
Absolutely. It's that ego telling us that we need to put on a mask and hide something. Mm-hmm. And that's why I thought to myself this morning, I thought, I look in the mirror and I see a face that it doesn't tell anybody that sees me really, it doesn't tell me that I'm as happy and feeling as good as I do.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that, because you know what? That's okay. You know, because I'm going to have a really beautiful day. And I think back to the times when dreams were what mattered. And I think that's the thing that we all have. We all have the memory of when our dreams were what mattered.
Well, that's when I was a tough-talking youth.
Yes.
And I was naive.
Yes.
It was like I didn't know the world.
Yes.
The world had not spoiled me.
Right. I'm sorry.
And that's what I don't know. I used to think that it was bad to be naive. But actually, to me, it's good
It is
not to allow the world to define you.
Yes. And to be open to curiosity and discovery.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
just
to be
like,
young. Well, Jesus said, become childlike.